Hidden in New Jersey's richest town, we came across a shocking sight, a stretch of road full of the most expensive properties in the state, with all of the trees cut down. What was going on, I wondered. A quick flyover revealed the truth. These expensive homes were abandoned, and not only that, the first one we'll check out today was owned by one of the most influential people in the entire country. Alright folks, we're heading up in here. Looks like we're chilling. There were some workers there yesterday. It's the weekend, we decided to stay one more day, and of course they're not there. So this house though, all these houses will probably be gone in a week or two. Good that we can properly document them from a historical aspect, but it's pretty fun to explore anyway. Hey folks, there it is up ahead. Look at how scenic this is. It's like a fairy tale. Yes, the grass is mowed, but this was literally lived in pretty recently, and it was abandoned recently, and they're already about to tear it down, so that's why the grass is still nice, FYI. Yes, this land is about to be torn apart. A clue inside this home would soon reveal why. So folks, there is this greenhouse over here I wanted to check out first. This place is super historical, guys. Very old mansion compared to what else is around here. Look, see? They cut everything down, so this is gonna be knocked down. I do want to check this greenhouse out here though. Wow, so many deer, look. Oh, that is sick. That is sick. In 2006, this land sold for a whopping $58 million. This mansion, built in the 30s, was our main attraction here. It was complete with a pond, garden, and a carriage house. And guess what? Every year, the owners paid $200,000 alone in property taxes. Someone extremely prominent lived here. In fact, multiple different people did. But with such a high price tag and prominent figures, what caused it to be condemned to demolition? Was it a tragedy or a mass evacuation? Let's check out the coach house, and we'll find out more as we go inside the main house. Whoa. Yo, check this out. That is beautiful. I wonder if there's fish in here, guys. Folks, I think this was like some kind of animal enclosure. Because you look over here, there's clearly like something for animals to crawl through. But I don't want to get too much in here. There's definitely frogs and maybe even birds, because there's like bird houses. But I don't know exactly what animals were here. I just know there clearly were. This is pretty cool. We're in pretty plain view though, so I'm gonna move on. Here we are, folks. There's also this garden here. Oh, it's so not as cool from the ground. Looked really cool from the drone though. But this is what's left of this beautiful garden they had here. I'm telling y'all, this is very old property here. It's in the background more houses. I almost think this house was a part of this property, but I could be wrong. But both of these properties had like some kind of little plant growing operation here. But look at this barn. Definitely like an old extravagant building here, and it's just wide open for us, so let's check it out. Well, this is some kind of garage. Nothing in here. Can we go upstairs though? Looks like this does lead upstairs. This is a lot fancier than I thought. But then again, guys, this is a very, very, very high-end property. 36 million at one time. So I wouldn't be surprised that they made this barn really nice. What was this though? Some kind of display case. Oh, this was so beautiful at one time. Look at those curtains. Really neat. I think they had animals playing here because, you know, there's this fence. Also looks like some kind of art project they were doing here. I don't know. We have this big old fireplace here. And what's a fireplace at a mansion without a cool rug? Yeah, I really think perhaps they were doing some kind of art here. Look, there's an art piece still here, still left behind. I wonder who used to live here. See, you got the spray paint cans and wow, original, whatever you call it, stuff. Oh, and then there's a pool out here. I forgot to mention. Pretty cool. But yeah, I guess this leads downstairs. This might have been the living quarters though, at a time. Look, we even have this vintage bike here from this prestigious property. It's just been left. This might have been servants' quarters at a time. Clearly you can see the decay, so at least this part hasn't been lived in a while. I don't know about the mansion though. But this part has been abandoned for a couple years now. Or just not taken care of. Perhaps they knew they were going to get bought out. But interesting part about this pool outside here. This pool was already dirty, so maybe they knew that they were going to sell. I don't know. But this is pretty cool. I like it. So here's the downstairs part of this barn we're gonna check out real quick. Whoa, furniture still left. So certainly I think this is living quarters. Perhaps for a couple people. We even got a basement there. This is an old property, folks. But there's still furniture left behind. Surprisingly. Wonder what's in this bag here. Anything? No, that's empty. And here would have been a part they probably used more recently. Probably maintenance. We got some tools left behind. Perhaps they probably had an estate sale. And I always see these left behind. Even got Black & Decker. Is it full of tools? Whoa! Still has tools left behind, guys. That's crazy. Wow. All right. Too bad that stuff's outdated. We also have this really old safe here, guys. In here of all places. But luckily it's been opened for us and we can see what's inside. But probably everything's already gone unless some coins have slipped through the cracks. Imagine though there's coins hidden back there. I wonder. We have a fridge here. Let's see. There's actually stuff in there. And a little wine storage part.
This mansion is way more important than one would think. It was owned by Henry Frick II, son of Henry Clay Frick, who was the chairman of the Carnegie Steel Company, later named the U.S. Steel Company. But it was arguably the most powerful company in all of America. It was the first billion-dollar corporation and shaped America as we know it. Henry Frick II was born into this wealth in 1919, and around 20 years old, this mansion was built just for him. He was a prominent doctor, even assisting the U.S. Army with his skills, helping rehabilitate injured soldiers after World War II, and then volunteering 2 tours on medical duty during Vietnam. A doctor he was until his death in 2007, which is around the time a new buyer emerged. More onto them later on.
So now we're outside, and I just noticed something strange. There's a giant hole in here. Now I wonder, were they pulling out trees or what was that all about? Was there a sinkhole here? We also have a very old sign, slow horn. And another sinkhole here, it appears. Unless they had trees, I really don't know. But they just filled this thing up. That's very odd. Maybe there was a septic tank under here, because this land has been here far longer than any of the other places. But here we are at the mansion. Look at this. This is sad. This massive, beautiful tree has been cut down. Probably 100, 200 years old. And, well, here's the mansion here. Got this cool gate here. It's so cool to see everything still kind of mowed. This place is just wonderful. Check that out, folks. Everything on this house has some serious detail to it. When was the last time you saw this on a normal house? Probably never. At least they did salvage some things. It's kind of sad, guys. All this beautiful architecture. I think even this stuff is original. It's made out of copper, but that's all gonna go. But here we have the inside of this place, and it is freaking stunning. All the floors are like tiled, and it's so new and clean in here. It's quite crazy, actually, to see, a historic place like this that's probably gonna meet the wrecking ball. I mean, this is just insane. Look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, and the furniture's still left behind too. Wow. So we have, 2 couches here. This is probably the chill hangout room. We got some pretty cool trim up there. I mean, this is a real old mansion. Classic mansion. So pretty cool to see. We even have like an elevator for like food, I think. Yeah, this must have been to bring stuff. It's actually quite modern. Does it move? It moved a little bit. You guys kind of saw that. Wow. So this was mirrors, and they would open, and your food would come out, I would assume, right, for food. That's pretty cool. And the skylights here, too, the natural lighting, the pillars. A lot of this stuff is probably most likely original. It does look like this was updated in the 2000s, but still, really love this place. It's sad it had to meet its demise like this. Yeah, this room's crazy, dude. Start jumping.
It's like the skylight just going along.
What do you think that was for?
Probably food.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or like, has a very small elevator. Yeah, I can curl up in there.
This is clearly the sunroom with this awesome skylight up there. The fireplace is on both sides here. You also got these little areas to kind of store trophies and what have you. You can see they took out all this stuff. You can see the decay here though. So, and this is sat for a little bit. The trim there is cool. Sat is a bit empty. But this is just a wild view, isn't it? You got so many rooms here. Look at that, up there, more stairs. But yeah, folks, let's check out all these rooms real quick. We got this one here. It's all, oh, wow. This is full of stuff, actually. Wow, this was in here at some point. That's really cool. I don't know what that's made out of. Wow. This was all in this house, guys. Oh, here we go. Here is the plan for this neighborhood. Oh my gosh, this is a house. They're gonna build a grand house here and like a couple other ones. That's wild. They're gonna build a crazy mega mansion over this land. See, they got some stuff like they were gonna take it out. I really thought they were gonna subdivide this into like really tiny houses, but no, they're actually building a crazy estate house here. I wonder who's exactly gonna build there. And look at that, they're keeping these two houses. Oh, they're keeping this one too, actually. I thought this was abandoned as well. Well, I suppose not. But something will replace this house too. So, got 3 houses. And here's some of the beds. So there were a couple more things here, like they left exercise equipment. So I think this home sold as like a for sale house to be lived in again. And so they had to leave furniture, right? You got to leave some kind of furniture. Oh, wow. Even that. Vintage furniture there. But unfortunately, this was sold at Demolition. So now it will be demolished. And sad as that is, this will take its place.
In this home, we found the site plans for a massive mansion and new neighborhood. This would be the final verdict of what would happen to these properties, but part of me already knew it. After 10 years of exploring, it would only take a minute to snipe out a place like this to realize it was explorable. But the truth is, when Mr. Frick passed away, its fate was sealed for abandonment a long time ago. The pool began to turn green, and it was evident to me that something was up, and that was years ago. 1 decade passed, then 2, but there were still cars in the driveway. The grass was still mowed, but I knew this place could be explored. It was just a matter of when. So after 20 years, how did I know when the right time was? Well, if I revealed everything, I'd make it too easy for the wrong people to find out my methods. But if you really want to know, I explain just how I find places like this on my YouTube memberships, or PDF versions can be found on my website. But the truth is, there appear to be tenants here on and off. That's because when the property sold in 2006, demolition was stalled. The new buyer was a developer for luxury homes who planned a whole new neighborhood over this land. But as you saw with these recent plans, it was much more complicated than your average cookie-cutter subdivision. A street named Frick Drive was approved immediately, however, and it was subdivided for custom homes, one of which was also abandoned until its restoration in 2025. I wish I saved my shots of that place, as I actually took photos of it. But at the same time, another subdivision was planned. That's why the road seemingly ends here. In reality, a lower income subdivision was planned, but the developer was seemingly barred. In 2012, he even bought more properties to do so, which were also seemingly rented out after the failed proposal. He let tenants stay here so the homes wouldn't become eyesores, and some of that money would actually go into future plans. After the developer accumulated more wealth over the years, he could finally once and for all demolish these homes. This moment in time here was when the tenants left. The power was cut and the homes were now officially abandoned, never to be lived in again. But who were the most recent tenants? Let's try to find out.
But anyways, here's the main area. Pretty cool. So we'll go up this way. There's some kind of thing up here, but this is the front door as well. Probably real estate setup, I don't know. But wow, these stairs are so cool. For a house that's just gonna be demolished like this, it's quite a shame. And it's in such good shape too. Crazy shot, by the way. Over here, we got some kind of probably library. Boring. And over here, I actually took a look here real quick. This looks pretty cool. This was probably some kind of office or perhaps another hangout room. You can see this, the decay that's sadly set in here. These old houses. But it's cool we got to see the plans of this house, huh? But yeah, that's all that's kind of left here. But you could see what they're doing with all this land. Pretty crazy. So yeah, some definitely rich people lived here. They could afford to update their house, and they could also afford all this furniture. This is all alarmed up, as you can see, but the power's been shut off since. What's over here? Whoa.
Just a bunch of camera stuff.
Oh my gosh.
2 video cameras are.
Whoa. I wonder if this guy was involved in this kind of stuff. It's like a flash machine, I think. That's pretty neat. Wow. People buy these stuff. What the heck is that? Oh, lens filters or something.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Wow. So much. That's a VHS camera. Oh, wow. He just left all this for some reason. Ooh, look at that one. That one looks expensive.
Yeah.
Well, we're inside like some kind of kitchen here, I think, or servants. Oh, yeah, some kind of servants' quarters. This is the part with the elevator that goes down. So, but real quick, let's go back here. There's one more room at the front that we missed, so let's see. This was a bathroom, the kind of walk-in bathroom, I think, because it's right by the front door. There's a shower here, strangely. That's about it. That's here. Beautiful bathroom, though. Look at this stuff. Oh, I love this stuff. Hopefully this gets saved. I would imagine it will be. That's probably why this house is like in better shape. Also got some kind of closet here. A couple knickknacks here and there, but nothing too much. See, they left all that stuff because the family was packing. The person that lived here. Dude, the plans are in there for what they're going to build here. Yeah, you can see exactly what they're going to build. Okay, before we go upstairs, guys, I haven't even been upstairs, but let's see what's back here real quick. Yeah, this is definitely the kitchen. Oh, wow. They actually left the chairs here. So once again, be kind of customary when you're selling a house to be lived in again to keep these chairs for the next people. But yeah, sold to Demolition, unfortunately. Definitely older chairs, though, as you can see. Kitchen looks like it's, yeah, a bit older as well. Kitchen's pretty cool here, though. I wonder who lived here. Wonder what that was like. Oh, they got Viking there as well. There are stairs going up here, so we're going to go the cool way upstairs, by the way. But yeah, I guess this was just kind of the kitchen area. Maybe a little minor storage. This is like your average old mansion, I suppose, if you will. It's just sad how clean it is and everything. There's nothing wrong with this house whatsoever. Oh, there's even a basement, which I'm pretty excited to check out. Another closet. Anyways, awesome view here. Let's go upstairs. See what's up here. Oh, that's so nice. It's very easy to walk here because look how wide these stairs are. I rarely see that. They had so much room for this staircase that is actually comfortable for once to walk upstairs in an old house. You never see that. I never think about that. But, oh wow, all this stuff here. So much details. I'm really curious what's up here though. So these would have been the bedrooms. Walk-in closet, pretty crazy. Oh, I love how everything's just so white, like marble and stuff. The whole house kind of looks the same. It's not weird, it's not out of place. Oh my gosh. I would have not expected this room to be up here. Oh, that is such a shame that this is going to be demolished. It's really nice. Really nice place. Look at the patterns up here, folks. Oh, you never see places like that. in this day and age. But yeah, I think this stuff is all original. Look at that. Oh, it's falling apart as you can see. Well, they shut the power off, so now there's mold and other things that are appearing here, sadly. See, they were doing stuff with this place, though. But yeah, this home is not in the original plan, so that's kind of the sad part. But clearly this was one of the bedrooms, I believe. Another bathroom. Oh my gosh. That is sick. Something was going on there. Yeah, totally being demolished. Removing all the fixtures. And they even got this cool little random thing here. I like when mansions add that. Little hole in the ceiling. Oh, sick. Look at this, guys. Look how everything's tiled. Imagine how much that costs, guys. I don't know, but I know it costs a lot. We also got this area. What the heck's over here? A little skylight? Oh, this leads outside. Okay. Well, let's go further up here then. And there's a third floor. Another bedroom. Oh, another sick bathroom. This is probably the main bathroom when you walk upstairs. Jeez, beautiful home. So we'll check out the third floor later. Here was another bedroom. Bit boring. This house is a lot bigger though than I thought. There's actually paintings on the wall there. Pretty neat. I guess there's another bathroom, I would imagine. Yep. Look how nice this all is. Unbelievable they're knocking this down. I would imagine they're saving this though. So at least there's that. Some kind of laundry chute, I believe. Let's see if this opens. Stainless steel. Oh, there we go, it opens. It's even got hydraulics. Closet. This is like a little maze. Certainly a lot bigger than it looks on the outside, I'll tell you that much, folks. And this is probably a less interesting room. You could tell because they got that there. You know, maybe more servants' quarters at the time. And then there's the stairs that go down, so I guess all we got left is the third floor, really. Okay. So, wow, even these stairs are nice. We got a third floor. Wow. This would have certainly been cool. Oh, this was definitely like storage. What's going on over there? It's cool though. Usually these would be the attics, right? And it's not finished. But of course, rich people always finish their attics. So, I like that. Utilizing all the right space for the house, right? It even goes back further here. Wonder if there's any really cool features. But unfortunately, I don't think there would be. This is neat though. This is all totally original. It's like they got crazy system set up here. Just sticking out of these finished rooms. And last room. That spooked me. Halloween decoration, eh? Spooky. But that's it, really. Of all the things they left, I guess they left that. I almost forgot, folks, there's a basement. Is this the way?
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
I was scared to go down here. There could be like monsters or something.
Bruh. Oh, check it out.
Oh, it's the stupid elevator.
No, I thought it was a safe.
Oh, it goes down more. Dude, imagine it goes in the tunnels.
Dude, what if it leads to the barn?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Let's go see. Thank goodness no still water. Oh, here's the safe room. Oh, my safe. Dude. Imagine what was in here.
Wow.
Yeah, they even have like a little security alarm there.
Oh, this is like a wine cellar maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Holy maze. Workshop.
Yeah, there's a TV there too. Or, no, that's not TV.
Maybe they had a gun collection or something. Nah. What the heck? Dude, it's like a freaking office facility. It's like Linwood Hall.
Yeah. Well, this was probably built a long time ago.
Here's the boiler room. No still water yet. Dude, it keeps going. What the heck? Wow. Oh, look. Living quarters. Look at the decay here.
Do you think this was from servants way back in the day? Could be.
Maybe. Look at this.
Bad. Jeez.
Eh.
Well, we'll get demolished soon.
Yeah. Who gives a foof? The heck? Still keeps going.
Oh wait, is this another? Whoa, dude.
What?
There's like a secret door.
Really?
I can see this way. Where the heck does this lead to?
Oh, wasn't that locked? Oh, is that the office? Yeah. There's quite a bit more here. Let's go over here. It's literally just maintenance stuff, guys. Look at all this stuff. This is a whole powerhouse. Oh, what the heck?
Brick collection. So this this is
Oh,
probably the original Frick house.
dang it. Frick collection.
This place probably got passed down.
Frick Park, Pittsburgh. United States maps. Ah, dude. You could see what used to be here.
Yeah.
Dude, it must have been crazy. Dude, I'm sad they took everything.
That would be cool, yeah.
Oh, it would have been so much
That could be
history.
part of it, maybe, or is that just random stuff?
Yeah, I think random stuff. Dag nabbit, there's nothing left. Dude, imagine what secret maps would have been here. Oh yeah, it's like how to fix stuff.
Secrets of the government. Imagine that's how we find it out.
Poop. There's literally nothing here from the old family.
What's through this door?
Whoa.
There's another safe. That one's actually closed. You can go in first if you want.
What the heck? It is closed.
What do you think's in the freezer here?
Alright, hold your breath. Whoa.
Okay, time to get out.
Well, dang, folks, the sad part about houses like this, when they're empty, there's not much I can film, but we're going to check out some other houses, and this video should be a lot longer.
After hours of research and many names in real estate coming up, a different name stuck out associated with this home. A man very high up in the Department of Education named Stephen Burke. Were these his cars in the driveway? There's no way to tell for sure, but it's possible he was one of the last tenants to live here. Alongside this property was a farm estate, which was also rented out by a landscaping company, it appears. Let's go there next.
This one's probably the coolest one, but maybe the other ones are cool too. I don't even know. I didn't check them out, but let's move on to the next one. I'm heading away from there. What a spot. It's a lot cooler inside than I actually thought, especially those sunrooms. I'm glad we got to like document this place because it's literally going to be gone. It's sad. Man, this is America. This is what they do anywhere though. All right, well, let's check out some more houses here real quick. Now we're heading up to this farmhouse. Could say it's a mansion, an old mansion. But when you have something like that, that's a real mansion. This, I would just say, is bigger than your average farmhouse, but still, you never know. But you can see right here, they had a bunch of trees, and they were growing stuff here. And this is what always happens to kind of nursery properties. They end up knocking them down because it's so much land once everything gets built up around here. And yeah, look at this, though. They had bees here. They grew their own honey. That's so sad to see it like that. Could have donated it to me, guys. Come on. This was one heck of a place, though. This might be even more interesting than the other house. I don't know. Let's check it out. There's a whole greenhouse here. There's actually a truck bed liner there. Why would they leave that, I wonder? So yeah, this part they've gotten pretty far with. That place is a bit more untouched just because probably they're still salvaging it. But yeah, I'm really curious what's in here and if these two properties were perhaps connected. I don't know. There's a lot of rich people that make money though off stuff like this, just land owning. And they use the land for gardens. Oh, deer heads. Whoa. That's pretty neat. Guess that's getting destroyed. So, I guess this is storage for something. Oh, there's a rim for something. Maybe a BMW. Oh, wow. There's actually stuff left in here. Look at that, folks. We have a space heater. Probably they're just going to save some of this stuff, I would imagine. Wow. Oh, my safes. Guys, I think these safes were inside the mansion, so I think it's safe to assume that this was part of the same property. Yeah, look at that. That too. That's some expensive stuff. I would bet these guys are gonna save this stuff though. It's gonna be a tough one. Guess we will just have to send it here. Shoot. It's gonna be hard, but whatever. All right. All right, it's open. Yeah, this is the basement of an old farm estate. Actually have some stuff left here. Bicycles. Always like these. Wish I could save them, but there's so many I find at abandoned places, it's not worth it. Oh, there's an old weight there. You all know the window weights. What do we have here? Sunflowers. This place must have looked like this when it was still lived in, I would imagine. There's all sorts of plant stuff here. Probably during their last day of operation, they just brought everything in here, processed it, and just left this place to rot. Clearly, it's been abandoned for about a year or two, because this place, on maps, the trees are being cut down. It's been a while. So yeah, well, that's a pretty fireplace. We also got some old clocks. So it's possible they were selling these or something. Could have been some little knick-knack store. That one I like. Centurion. That's sad. Well, what can you do? Maybe these things are still here because they will be taken by one of the workers. We also have this piano, pool tables. It looks like possibly they're even storing this stuff in this house because maybe it won't be torn down soon enough. And they're trying to sell it. This one's cool. Walter's Piano, New York. And you can see it was like an automatic one, I think, because it could play these songs. Yeah, my friend does this. He'll put stuff in abandoned houses and he's going to sell it later. And he just puts them in the houses that are going to be demolished, but at a later date, if that makes sense. So up the stairs we go. Pretty cool. We actually get to check this out today, but let me tell you, it's pretty decayed. Take a look at this. The ceiling has fallen through, almost. A little concerned to step here, but I think we're all right. And yeah, this is just kind of your average old farm estate, so not going to be too interesting. They salvaged a lot of this stuff, so good on this company here. Shout out to them. But yeah, there's a greenhouse there. I don't think we're going to check out that greenhouse. That one farm there, though, I think is being knocked down. However, the neighbor there, I don't think they have left. I still see them inside. So it's a bit weird, like that's abandoned, but that's not. But in the original plans, both of them are staying. But the power's cut to that one house. I think what we're gonna do is avoid that just to not get in trouble. And maybe this guy still owns it, who knows. I haven't checked the property records. That's a good way to find out before you explore. But there is one 70s, 80s mansion back there, so I'm gonna check that out. I almost do think this estate was built along with that other estate, maybe as a guest house. Because it has the same elegance to it, just at a lesser amount. Well, goodbye house. Not to mention this stuff. Hopefully they save that. I think people buy radiators.
Next door was two farmhouses. One was still lived in, while the other was seemingly abandoned. Both were not in the map found in the house, however, so I moved onward to the last home, which was once owned by an old Jewish couple. However, not much could be found about them online. Let's check out the home.
All right, I didn't want to go to that farmer's secondary home because I don't even know the deal with it is. It looked like it wasn't abandoned. But anyways, we got this 80s, 70s house. I don't know, but it looks pretty cool. See, it's like totally wrecked. Look at all these trees that got cut down. But yeah, I mean, I figured we check out all the houses, right? Oh my gosh, that house there literally looks abandoned too. It's weird. Maybe we'll take a second look at that. But anyways, this is for sure abandoned, like about to be demolished. It looks pretty sick. Except it's completely destroyed. But screw it, I guess. Yeah, I swear that house is abandoned too. It has the power cut. But I don't know, it's weird. It wasn't in the plans. Whoa. It's cool in here. Wow. And there's the pool. Let's take a look at that. Wow. Neato. It's kind of clean in here. You can see it's like been sitting. There's like a lot of stuff. Apparently this was abandoned before. Huh. Is that made of copper? I've never seen that before. I've never seen that. Copper trim inside a house. I like the skylights and everything. Very dated house. But this was, I mean, this is one of America's most expensive neighborhoods. Dude, and I have never seen this. What in the world? I have never seen that kind of fireplace. One little empty room. It's not that bad. Oh, we got the kitchen over here as well. I didn't check that out. Of course, what's a mansion without an industrial grade stove? That's like a couple $1,000s. That's what you see in like restaurants. Hasn't been abandoned too long because it's not in that bad a shape. Oh, we gotta check out this spiral staircase here. Definitely a fan of this house. It's too bad it's empty. Oh, there's another spiral staircase. The upstairs. See what I mean? It's totally wrecked. Oh, gnarly. This house was way cooler than I thought it was. Oh, you can see the fire department did training there. That is a cool view right there. Look at that. Neato. Yeah, so that's what that hole is from the fire department. Cool. I love these kinds of houses. Look at how weird it is. So many random rooms. It's like a whole maze. Sick. Oh, and there's a third floor. What the heck? A third floor. Yep, here's the staircase for it. Really random. Look at that. There's actually stuff in here. Couple things left. Ooh. Wonder what was in these. Paintings. Whoa. They might have been painters. Interesting. There's 2 paintings in here. Some suitcases. A closet. So this is what you would call maybe a loft. And it just goes off to here. And for some reason there's no railings. There's no railings that were ever here.
For New Jersey's wealthiest town, I had never seen a large buyout that included a home this extravagant, thus making this video very unique. And to top it off, what a tragedy this was. A home of such historical purpose, discarded and forgotten like it was nothing. By the time you're seeing this, however, everything is now going to be gone. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out my website, by the way. Peace.